TV En Francais is the latest album by We Are Scientists. I am joined by Keith and Chris.
Hello.
From the band. How's it going, guys?
All right. Great.
Did I pronounce that properly? I don't. My French isn't as good as some people's.
As some French people. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
We're definitely allowing a lot of latitude in the pronunciation.
Okay.
We're not being sticklers about it.
Okay, I'm glad. How was your French anyway? Is it very?
Mine is pretty poor. Chris works.
Mine's okay, but the idea behind the name was specific to the notion of not understanding French.
Right.
It's really probably best pronounced poorly.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
For accuracy.
So I could have just said TV En Francais.
En Francais.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Bay.
Thank you.
You guys are
much.
kind of like our adopted sons, so to speak, having lived in Berkeley.
Yeah.
Started the band out there and
Yeah,
so
we're more
forth.
like runaway sons.
Yeah.
Who keep coming back for their allowance.
Yeah,
right? But I'm glad that you give a tip of the hat to Berkeley, because when you formed the band, you were like, we couldn't have, done the things we did without having the cheap rent, and the experiences and such, right?
The rent actually wasn't all that cheap. We were here in 99, 2000 during like internet boom nightmare. So the rent was actually pretty nasty, but we packed a lot of people into a single house, so that helped.
And we had a basement, which was fundamental to being able to practice and stuff like that.
You guys left when like you said, when the internet was booming, and then all of a sudden YouTube showed up and all this technology came about right here in Silicon Valley. In a way, you could have been a part of that.
We're analog guys, though. We like to record on tape. We use only analog synths. So all this actually disgusted us.
I still look up all my facts on microfiche. I can't use Google. It doesn't make any sense.
You like that light bulb and that little turnstile.
There's a comfort aspect, yes. But at the end of the day, it's just if I need to know like what movies Harrison Ford has been in, it's going to be a lot faster for me to go to the microfiche than to Google it.
In that sense, it's not really ideological stance. It's just a time saver.
That's what I'm saying. It's purely efficiency. I grew up using microfiche, and this newfangled stuff doesn't replace it for me.
So would you say that a lot of this new album was recorded on analog? And
a lot of it was digitally recorded. We use Pro Tools.
You guys have grasped the digital era, the digital outlets and social media, and you have a whole series, it seems, on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You released the cover of Take My Breath Away on YouTube as well, by the way, which I love.
We tried to get that theatrically released, but it was too short.
Too short.
And I mean, we shot it on film. All of the compositing of frames and stuff was done by hand, film stills. And then, some lackey in our management put it on the internet. I don't know how that stuff works, but I guess these days it's a necessity if you want the kids to see it. So.
Whose idea was it to involve the Legos and to retell the story like that?
The Lego company wanted us to do it. We originally shot that as a test to direct the Lego movie that came out this last year, and they rejected it.
They said it came a very close second, they assured us.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, it was I forget who ended up directing, but it was that fella's willingness to use the devil magic, the digital special effects that got him the job.
Our hope, though, was that, now that, rest in peace, Tony Scott is out of the running for Top Gun 2, people might see our handiwork and give this directorial team a call.
Exactly. Any other 80s songs or covers that you think you may do covers of in the future? Because obviously this has opened up a whole can of worms for some fans.
Yeah. I've been pushing for us to do the Care Bears theme song from the Care Bears cartoon for a long time.
Do you know any of the lyrics?
Not offhand. I bet that would be easy to research on microfiche.
Weirdly, I'm just picturing the Charles in Charge theme song now.
Oh, wait a minute. The original Charles in Charge or the late 80s Charles in Charge with the new family?
Earlier Charles.
Oh, he had two families.
Oh, but it's still all Scott Baio.
It is all Scott Baio.
I thought you were saying there was like a 1940s Charles in Charge.
No.
With Scott Baio.
With Scott Baio.
Yeah, he's very
he's quite the ladies' man. He was with Barbara Mansfield and
Ava Gardner.
Ava Gardner, and then he moved up, he got Heather Locklear later on.
Right. Probably Nicole Eggert. Let's
Yeah?
face it.
Yeah?
Sounds dirty,
Yeah.
but it's probably true.
The guys from We Are Scientists, Keith and Chris, right here. Make sure you pick up the album TV En Francais. You are watching B-Sides.